Do you have a great Paul Bearer story?
Paul was evil. He was a good man, love him to death. I miss him, but he was evil. He was a practical joker. You may or may not know this, but I don't care for cucumbers, really. We're sitting in a restaurant, Brian Adams, Paul Bearer, and myself. Brian Adams is just as bad as Paul Bearer when it comes to ribs, by the way. So I come back, and I'm like, all right, what'd y'all do? And Paul's eating a salad. I'm thinking salad. Oh, he's put a cucumber on something because the food came while I was gone. So I had the guy to order a burger. So I'm going through the burger and looking at everything, moving the fries and everything around. And they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I know you did something. One of you two did something. And Brian's like, what would I do? What would I do? And I'm like, just shut up. Eat your food. One of you did something. I don't know what it is. So, I go through all my food. I lift it up. I make sure I'm not setting on anything. I'm thoroughly convinced, okay, all right, maybe I'm just being a little bit paranoid. So I take a bite of burger, great burger, grab my iced tea, go to wash it down. Paul had put a cucumber in the bottom of my glass, perfectly flat. So I couldn't see it and it was like one of those. And I see it, and I get a spit pop from him. Paul spits out his food. Brian always like, what the hell? Call the manager. I think, shut up, you MFer. And I'm like, which one of you did it? And Brian said, I would never, right? And Paul was like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. And finally, I figured out it was Paul. Brian had soup and he had a salad. So I knew it came out of his salad. I said, okay, all right. You want to play ha-ha? We'll play ha-ha. It goes, 2 or 3 weeks. I let it slide. Nothing else happens. I don't retaliate. I don't know. We're about 20, 30 miles outside of Seattle. Paul goes, hey, will you stop? I need to go pee. I was like, okay, yeah. As soon as I see one, I'll pull over. So I'm driving along. I'm messing with the radio because I know there's an exit here. He goes, hey, there's a one right there. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I missed that one. And he was like, well, hurry up. I got to pee bad, right? So I'm driving along and coming up on another sign that says, bathrooms and restaurants. He goes, pull here, right here. I was like, where? Which one? Where? Over here? So I'm looking over here at this point, right? God damn you. You better pull over. I got to pee, right? So now we end up, and he is absolutely like withering he just can't hold himself. And now we're downtown Seattle, and now I'm looking for a gas station. I'm looking for a gas station. Next one I see, I'm pulling over. He's not even talking now at this point. He can't, if he talks, he's going to piss himself. And I'm moving through the traffic and everything, and he goes, right up there, damn it. And as soon as he said that, man, I make a hard right turn. And that was all it took, man. I go up like 2 more blocks and pull into this gas station. He had pissed himself. He had jeans on about this color. They're actually a little bit lighter than this, and it was just a huge piss stain. And he had to. Oh, he was so mad. So I fill the car up. And he's looking for a jacket or something to wrap around him, and I can't hold. My ribs are starting to hurt, laughing so hard at him. And finally, he gets in, and he's blowed up like a puffer fish. He is so mad at me, and I was like, Paul, what? Damn it! No, he's just so pissy now, right? I said, I don't like cucumbers, and he just looks at me like Paul Bearer would look at me, right? And he's just like, damn you to hell.